Hello and welcome to the Meats Edition quick rundown version, just like Hoynes did the other day. Filled in for when CESL had an off week. Everyone's at Raymond's wedding this week, so I'm just at work here to do my part tonight. I'm gonna run down. I'm gonna run down the matchups, but first I have PPR rankings, Pierce's power rankings. PPR rankings. So obviously slingers are number one. No holes on the slingers. Only thing I can see is if they run into a bad game, a bad Bengals game. Bad Bengals game, but hey, he's already in the semifinals if he wins the boats. Two good Bengals games, he probably wins the championship, right? So, boomer bust there. Sharks, number two. It goes slinger, sharks, dingers, right? After that, it's really slinger, sharks. But then, dingers are kind of in the middle on a little island there, 7-3. Doobies only have 2 losses. It's 7-2-1. 10 games, 2 losses, under 900 points scored. Doesn't make any sense. So, slinger, sharks, dingers, doobies, meats. I got myself at number 5, right? Because I'm 5-5. This is where it gets tricky. 6, 7, and 8. All of these teams are 4 and 6. The Boomers at 6, Gunners at 7, Queefs at 8, right? This is a scrap. Right now, just looking outside, looking in, it looks like a scrap for that last playoff spot. We have a lot of intriguing matchups this week, though. Like, the Gunners play me. I'm 5-5. If he wins, boom, we're right back knotted up. The Queefs play the Doobies. Actually, that's going to be a fun game. Queefs play the Doobies, trying to give the Doobies their second loss of the season. And, like the Boomers, Gunners, and Queefs, 6, 7, and 8. All 3 of these teams are desperate for a win this week. No, none of these teams wants to be in that 4 and 7 area. If these teams win this week, we're gonna have a lot of teams with a 5 and 6 record. Potentially 4 teams if they all win, but that's not gonna happen. But anyway, it's just. I'm right there above the Boomers, Gunners, Queefs tier because I'm 5-5. But after this week, me and Raymond, I'm playing Raymond this week. Meets Gunners, huge game. Another one, great game, is the Dingers, Boomers. So, are the Dingers going to go to 7-4, Boomers to 5-6, or the Dingers going to go all the way to 8-3 and drop the Boomers to 4-7? Like, those are two. This is like the week where a lot of crazy things can happen, and records can really start to change for the better or the worse. But anyway, 6, 7, and 8, toss them up. Queefs, I got them at 8 right now, right? Check back in 3 weeks. They could be up there at number 5 for me. Number 4. They're kind of scary looking. Their lineup's coming together at the right time, it looks like. But of course, 9, I got the Hoongans at 3, 6, and 1, and the Swamps at number 10. Hunter's still hanging on to playoff hope as well. Anything can happen. He's like 1 game behind that tier of the 6, 7, 8 tier just because he tied. So, yeah. He's there as well. And he's also got the Swamps this week, so he'll get a win this week. And I would check back for the Pierce Power Rankings next week to see where the Hoongans end up next week. It could be higher up. Playoff chances could be going up, but he needs a win this week. He plays the Swamps, y'all. So. And, Gray at 1-9, sitting there at number 10. Obviously he knows what it is this year. It is what it is. And I feel you on that 4th keeper, Gray. I feel you. Or was it Hunter who said that? I don't know. Anyway. Or neither of them. I can't remember. But I'm going to start writing down the games this week. Starting with the Hoongans Swamps. I think Hunter gets the win this week. Hoongans over the Swamps. I think the Hoongans give the Swamps their 10th loss of the season. Hoongans cling on to the 4-6-1 and keep themselves in the mix, hoping for some favorable losses by other teams coming up and to hope to move up into a better playoff contention. You know, I mean, you got Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Garrett Wilson. I like Garrett Wilson and George Pickens. Garrett Wilson's number 4 wide receiver. You know, I mean, you still got Devontae Smith with a stinker the other night. What do you have? What he had the other night? I don't know. But, yeah. So, anyways, I picked the Hoongans over the Swamps. As long as, like, Russell Wilson and Christian McCaffrey don't both go for, like, 30 to give the Swamps a chance, I like the Hoongans in this one. Next, I'm going to go Doobies Queefs. This one is actually, I looked at this one for a very long time. This is a tough one. You know, Doob's got, like, Breece Hall. They got Josh Allen, Debo, DeAndre Swift, which kind of been but, like, had some good games. And then the Queefs, you know, the Queefs are a mystery to me. I mean, I know he had a stinky Thursday night, H-An, but he's got, H-An, I mean, his team looks good. But, like, Scary Terry went for 1 on Thursday night. I think Hurts went for, like, barely double digits. Like, so that's not a good start. I think for that alone, I'm going to have to pick the Doobies and Josh Allen and Breece Hall and Debo Samuel. And but it's just been a tough season for the Queefs, no matter what. It seems like something just keeps happening to the Queefs. Like, and I think that trend continues, unfortunately, but I could be also easily very wrong, and the Queefs could throw themselves right back in the playoff conversation. Maybe Tyreek Hill wakes up. I hope so, because I'm starting 2 this week. But yeah, I got the Doobs over the Queefs. That'd be a killer loss for the Queefs, honestly. I still think they have a decent shot this week, but I'm going to go the Doobs barely edge out the Queefs. Next, I'm going to go this is a really intriguing matchup. I looked at this one for a long time, too. The Dingers and the Boomers. Pull that up right here. The Dingers, Boomers. Let's see. Like, the Dingers are interesting with the 2, B. Robinsons, Bijan and Brian. Brian already got, I think, 12 the other night. Brian has 12 for the Dingers. And Perk only got 6 from A.J. Brown, I believe it was, on Thursday night. So, yeah. I want to see this. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So, it's 22-6. Dingers over the Boomers right now. Daniels and, Brian Robinson Jr. got 0, but he still got CeeDee Lamb, Cooper Kupp, Hawkinson's back. Yeah, David Montgomery. And I'm not sure about Quentin Johnston keeping that hot streak alive for the Boomers. He hopes George Kittle keeps going. But I do like Josh Jacobs and Chase Brown there. He's throwing in Justin Herbert over Sam Darnold this week. So this is going to be, this game's really intriguing. Not only for just like the players, but I like the record. 7-3 versus 4-6. Like, the Boomers need this game. The Boomers have to win this game. The Boomers need to be 5-6 in the playoff hunt. The Dingers, kind of got the hose wrapped up. Like, the Dingers have made the hose his bitch. So, they'd like to win, but obviously, but the Boomers need this win. But this is the only one I hadn't picked before. But damn, like when I played the Dingers, Byjam was a bitch to play. I did not like playing Bijan. CeeDee Lamb Monday night, Cooper Kupp. I don't know. Josh Jacobs only has 3 touchdowns this year, even though he has a decent bit of. He only has 200-yard games this year, Josh Jacobs. And then with the AJ Brown 6 already, I'm gonna have to go to the Dingers on this one, and the Boomers go to 4-7. Dingers go to 8-3. Next game, I'm gonna go Gunners Meats. This is a big game for Raymond as well. One of those 3 in that tier of 4 and 6. I got him at sitting number 7 in the power rankings. I'm number 5. It's weird. He's starting somebody named Pierce against Pierce. Pretty sure that's not allowed. Yeah, Alec Pierce. I know Alec Pierce is going to catch like a 80-yard touchdown on me. I just know he is. It usually happens once every 3 weeks. You'll see him catch a long-ass touchdown. The other games will get like 2 points. And then you got Taysom Hill, projected for 5, I think it is. But then, Brock Purdy, Nick Chubb, Kenneth Walker, Kyron, Justin Jefferson. It's a good-looking team right now. It's like one of those, it's one of those that, like, if he gets some production from Taysom Hill, Alec Pierce, then he could have like a great week. So I ended up picking myself. I can't pick against myself against Raymond. I got T. Higgins back. Devontae Adams should have a decent week against the Colts. James Cook, Joe Mixon, David Njoku with Cade Otton out, and I got Cortland Sutton and Calvin Ridley on my bench, so I'm not really. I guarantee you, I could switch Cortland Sutton and Calvin Ridley from my bench and throw them in my starting lineup and just switch the 2, and they're going to get more than Devontae Adams and T. Higgins. It just seems that way this year. I'm always starting the wrong guys. Hoping to figure my lineup out more by the time of the playoffs, but having to start Tua, I'm not really super confident this week, but I have a lot of buys this week, so I'm still going myself. All right, game of the week. I go Meats, Gunners to Gunners on his wedding day. Meats bring down the Gunners. Day after the wedding. I would assume it's a Saturday. I got, in the game of the week, the Sharks Slingers, the ones we have all been waiting for. Sharks, Barkley, 32 Thursday night. I think the Slingers got the taste of their own medicine for the Thursday night big game with Barkley. Although 91 between 3 people last week was absolutely insane by the Slingers. That was just. Jamar Chase last week was insane. But the Slingers have Derrick Henry playing Pittsburgh, right? Joe Burrow at the Chargers on Sunday night. Kamara is playing Cleveland. I don't really like any of. I don't know. I don't know if I like those. Burrow at the Chargers on Sunday night. I don't know. It's not like. I don't know, but Gibbs for the Sharks plays Jacksonville. Barkley had 32. Then we got, he's already up 39-0, and he's got. Well, I guess Lamar Jackson plays Pittsburgh too, so the Henry, that kind of evens that out. But Drake London at Denver. I'm on Ross St. Brown at Jacksonville. That's the thing is Ferguson with Houston. Maybe there's no pass catchers with Dallas, so maybe Ferguson will do something. But I'm not big on Ferguson because Slingers got Kelsey and then DeAndre Hopkins, and he's got Stevenson because he's got Najee on the bench. He's deep. But, yeah, that Jordan Mason ride is over. But, it's a hard one. It's a hard one. It's definitely going to be the game of the week. But I'm going to go Sharks in this one. I'm picking the Sharks. Obviously, 1A, 1B. These teams are both amazing. Having to play them back-to-back weeks, that was not very fun. Making it out 1-1, well, that I was happy with. But yeah, so Meats over the Gunners, Sharks over the Slingers, Hoongans over the Swamps, Dubes over the Queefs, and Dingers over the Boomers. This has, I hope y'all have a great wedding reception. Y'all get all kinds of drunk, send all kinds of Snapchats. I love we're coming down to the playoff stretch here, boys. This is it. This is my little video to fill in for CESL Live and for when Graham did his little bit. I'm doing my little bit, you know. It's fun. Yeah, this is a competitive league. Competitive league, boys. So, let's get it. And then Cox going to beat Missouri tomorrow. Let's go, Gamecocks! Cox by 90, baby. Fuck Graham.